Single person,
Yeah.
450 to about 500.
So what you're telling me is that you're saving like 500 pounds monthly.
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
No.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you know, this is Angie and I'm here with...
My name is Ade. Hi everyone.
Which kind of expression is that? Okay, Ade, welcome to my YouTube channel too. I have a few questions to ask you. As you already know, I'm doing a mini series where I'm trying to, get an idea of what jobs Nigerian students here in Ipswich do. So what job do you do?
I work as a supply teacher presently, so yeah, that's what I do.
Okay, have you always done that since you came into the UK, or do you have experiences working other jobs?
Majorly, that's what I've been doing since I came here.
Okay.
Supply teaching. Then before I did all my clearance and everything, just worked as a sales vendor here and there, but pretty much supply teaching. That's what I've been doing since when I came in.
So could you talk about that? How is supply teaching? How did you get that job? How did you hear about it? And then what it feels like? Just basically let us know.
Okay, coming here, it's different cultures and the way their things run is different.
Sure.
So I didn't know about the supply teaching until a friend told me about it. Yeah, a friend told me because he heard someone that's been here speak to him about it also.
Okay.
Because it's a different concept. The teaching in Nigeria is like, how it is, and then here when the teachers can come in, they need teachers that would fill in the spot for them and just do one or two things.
Okay.
So that's pretty much what it is about. Coming as a substitute teacher.
So do you actually teach, or do you just cover up and supervise and see?
It depends. It depends
Okay.
on two things. It depends on you. If you actually enjoy teaching, you might just want to go the extra mile and explain to them. But majorly your JD is to, you already have what
Job description, just in case.
you already have what they've already outlined for you. The teacher that's not in for that day, or someone else has already presented slides for you, prepared slides for you, and then you just come in and make sure the kids stick to the slides, write down what they're supposed to write, and pretty much that's it.
So basically, it's not a full-time role, like it's not permanent. Your job description could differ since you're covering. For example, say today you go into cover for a maths teacher, it's possible for you to cover in the next day
definitely.
for a science teacher.
Definitely, you can cover for maths, you can cover for any subject.
But are there avenues or opportunities for you to just do only the same course on and on?
Again, it depends on how you get the job first off. Are you coming through an agency, or is the school employing you directly?
Okay, so how did you come in?
Okay, through an agency. Okay. And then again, it just varies. The circumstances of which you're going to be teaching will differ. Okay. Sometimes you can get what they call a day-to-day supply, and that's like you're not fixed to one school. And then you keep going to several schools around the locality or based on whatever agreement you have. And then sometimes again, you have schools request you, even if you're coming from an agency, because they like you and they're like, okay, we want this person for the whole of this year or for the whole of this term, and then they give you a particular subject to teach.
That's
and so it works.
You do sound like that is what you're working on. Okay. So what are your working hours? Because it's school time. So
so basically I work 8 normal standard time. They resume 8:30 to 3.
Okay.
So that's just when
But some schools close at different times, right?
Yeah, some schools close 2:30, but you won't, no matter how bad it gets, you won't close by 4.
So that's like a really nice chill time, and you only have to teach when you actually have your subjects for you now.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
if they're not having, so are there days that like you're free in between and you only teach one class or 2 classes, or do you teach from the start till the end?
There are days you get breaks. Like for me, I don't know about other people, but for me, sometimes you get free periods, or maybe the kids are going on a field trip or something, and you're supposed to teach at that point in time. If you're not needed elsewhere, because most times you won't be needed elsewhere, you'll be like, just get that free.
That's interesting.
Yes.
So what's the pay like?
Okay.
That's why we are here.
okay, that varies also. Depends on experience, but base level pay you get, it's about 100
pounds per day.
Per day, yes, exactly.
So that's like for like 6 hours or 7 hours of work, which you might not even be teaching completely, and then you get
it's 100, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 100, yeah.
So you're basically saying that if you want like 3 times a day, you're making like
3 times a week.
3 times. Sorry, the money is in my head.
3 times a
you're
week,
making like £300 a week.
Yeah. Let's say before taxes. Before taxes, actually.
It does not matter. Wait, that. So like, how much did you save?
Not before taxes, actually. Before the NI and whatever subtraction you do. But yeah.
So like, how much do you save? Or do you think someone can save? Let's not say you in particular, because I mean everybody's needs differ.
Yeah.
But do you think averagely, how much do you think someone can save?
Again, let's say you're working on, like we said, 300.
300, so that's like 1-2 a month. How do you think?
That's fast math.
See, from the moment you say £100, my brain had.
But you know that sometimes because of the breaks, the middays and all
cool.
that. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's not every time you.
Okay, but in a month where you make, let's say, £1,000, let's put it at that. How much do you think someone can save? Based on cost of living in Ipswich.
Okay, based on cost
and
of living.
rent and everything. So
the average house. Average price,
single person pays.
Single person, yeah. 450 to about 500.
So what you're telling me is that you're saving like £500 monthly.
No.
That's what I'm hearing.
No, hold on. I just said the house rent 450, 500 bar.
Oh, that's for house rent.
Wait, yes now.
I thought you meant saving.
No, chill. That's for house rent. Then you have to think of groceries, and then depends on you again. If you're thrifty, if you don't spend too much.
Oh yeah, use yourself. Like how much? Because I'm tired. Use yourself.
I'm just going to generalize.
No, just give an average.
But if you like, let's say 1,000, and then you have to pay this, I think you can save about 300 a month. Yeah, you think you can.
I have one question to ask you now. So are you trying to become a house?
A house, that's now.
Like you're £300 a month. People should not listen to this part. Become a household.
With who?
Both of us.
No, can't work for your money.
You people see some people are making serious cash, they're making serious bank, and then some of us are struggling. Okay, something in particular, at least a lot of people, and like you said earlier on, the culture is different.
Sure.
So my question now is how do you find supply teaching? Is it easy? Is it difficult? How does it differ from working in Nigeria? Because I mean, things are different here. You cannot beat anybody's child. You cannot even shout at them. Instead, they'll be the ones that will shout at you if you misbehave. So like, how do you find it? And is there something special you do that helps you to maneuver? And I mean, like, you are young. Most of those people will most likely look older than you do. So like, how do you find it?
Okay, so basically it comes down to having an open mind. You know that you live in your country and coming to a different country, so you don't have to bring back, back in Nigeria we used to do this, back in Nigeria we used to do that. You have to first accept you in a different place, and then you're here. No one's asking you to be here. You're here because you want to, like, either school and stuff, and so you have to stick to their culture, and that's the first thing. Again, I think another thing that works to my advantage is because I'm pretty young, and so they feel like one of them. I'm one of them, and so it makes it easy for me to relate with them. And basically what I tell them every time I go into the class is, I'm here to teach does not mean I'm here to like boss you around or stuff, because they like to be treated like little adults, like small adults and things like that. So make it known to them that we're going to work based on mutual respect. And that I respect them, and I think you should also respect me. So it works that way. And the behavior system, the way you even address behavior system here is completely different. So you have to know what the school works with.
So it's even different from school to school.
Yeah, it's different from school to school. You have to know what the school works with. That's the first thing you should want to know, because sometimes you won't be able to teach or even have a smooth class if there's...
Yes, because if someone, the class clown decides to just move around.
Exactly. And then, students now, they will find it interesting once one person goes.
Definitely.
Once you know this behavior consequence system in the school, how to apply it, and so they know that you know it. And so it's always at the back of their mind that, okay, this person, although he's new, he knows it.
Because I can imagine people would want to play on you if they see you're a new person.
Exactly. So once you're able to establish that and make it fun for them, sort of, not like you're going to be like just joking around or something, but make it very interactive. Because they are used to their teachers, and then you come as a supply teacher. Even for everybody, if you see somebody new, you're going to be like, it's not going to be like 100.
And I can imagine there might be some language barrier. For example, sometimes you think you can pronounce what's correct. See,
definitely.
I promise you, one of the words I've learned since I came here that I apparently cannot pronounce right is toast. You're in Nigeria, so you can hear me clearly saying toast, and I'm talking of bread. But then, whenever I say toast, people seem to think I'm saying sauce. And they're asking me over and over, and that could be...
So again, some of the kids might genuinely, some might be mischievous, but some of them might genuinely not understand it, and then it has to take other sense, like, oh, this is what it means, and this is what it's trying to say.
But I can imagine that sometimes you do find students that are very keen to learn and are happy and just want to learn. They go the extra mile.
Yeah, and some go the extra mile to, like, you know, want to know where you're from and how things are like done in the place, and they go ahead to even, like, you know, check it out and even browse it. Because there was one incident I had, like, a friend of mine was like, when there was a bad behavior in the class, and someone was like, oh, back in his country they used to kneel down to beg. So
my god.
So exactly, so sometimes it's fun. You get different variations.
And I think that's something. That open mind is very important, because even as you move along, you're going to find a lot of things. There was this day I was passing by some school children and stuff, and someone was asking me if I had a boyfriend. I've never seen you before. You don't know who I am. And they were making comments about how they think I should have a boyfriend, how I must have a man. Like, I don't know you.
And some of them, they might ask us in class, which is against the behavior system. You have to peg it down and, you know, just control the class. So it doesn't. But
at the same time, I feel like it might be difficult, because you don't want to come off as too strict.
Yeah, so you have to have ways. You don't just tell them and say, don't talk about it. Like, oh, not now. Maybe I have to tell something like that. Things like that. Just don't make it strict. Just balance it.
Okay.
That's what has been working for me so far. I just try to balance it.
And I think it is important, especially for people that are coming into Ipswich. I know some people are around right now, and some other people are coming in soon. It is very important to highlight that supply teaching jobs are rampant here in Ipswich. In general, in the UK, students, they are facing a shortage of teachers, and they even recently started a new £10,000 relocation assistance in the UK government. So if you're coming to Ipswich, that's definitely something you can. And I know it's not rampant everywhere, because I was talking to someone in Reading who says he finds it difficult to get supply teaching jobs. But here in Ipswich, I guarantee you they are constantly
even the
looking.
Neighboring counties, you get it.
So that's something. So if you decide you don't want to do care, you don't want to do sales, you don't want to do warehouse, you don't want to do anything else, teaching could be an avenue.
Just keep an open mind to it, and don't try to, like, enforce all the behavioral systems we have back in Nigeria. You know that you're in a different place.
Your children are at home. They are not. Those are not your children. So
you just stick to the rules. And
they
have safeguarding rules. You're not supposed to touch any students. Even like trying to say, well done, good, but now you just, because that could be misread. My god, no, that could be misread. And then, because of the safety of the children, again, if there's a questionable behavior, or like there's something to investigate, you're going to be put on hold. You're not going to work. Your agency might not have to call you again, and you just want to do everything that's just going to, like, not put you in a very,
I think
very
what you just said now, language barrier. If a Nigerian comes to you, a Nigerian, and tells you someone touched me, your first thought is not to think something negative. Exactly. But if a child goes to tell the teacher someone touched me, oh my god, touched you, where? How?
So all those kind
before
of
they would even start asking you how you touched, they would assume it was inappropriate touching. So please be careful.
I think you'll be alright if you stick to the safeguarding rules, because the schools have them in place. Stick to the safeguarding rules, and just apply by the rules. And if when you're in doubt, just ask questions, and it saves you a whole lot.
When your friend told you about the agency, you just called up and then walked through their process?
I just applied, and I just...
Okay, you applied on Indeed?
Yeah, on Indeed, then I just, walked through the process and everything. So they'll ask you for not so many things, but just things to get started, and
then you just gave them the documents required. Okay, so do you have any final words? Because basically this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to just ask you how working here has been, what the differences are for you, if there's something special you could say to help someone else and know about how it was helping you pay your bills and like saving. So is there something you want to say as an advice to someone that would be interested in taking this job, or maybe not even in particular with supply teaching?
Okay.
It could just be towards settling down in Ipswich. I mean, I love Ipswich, but I'm probably biased and people seem to think it's because I have a YouTube channel, but it's not. I genuinely love living in Ipswich, but some people don't find settling as easy. So is there something you could say that could help the newcomers?
Well, basically, once you have money, it's easy to settle. Though once you have money, it's easy to settle. But first and first, it's all about your mindset. It's knowing that you're in a different place. First off, all the things that you might have been used to back home in Nigeria and everything, just like you might not get them here, or maybe you're trying to get them, it's going to be more expensive. Have an open mind. I know that with time things get better, and day to day, just deal with it the way it comes, and I think pretty much you'll be fine.
I think you will be fine.
So you'll be fine.
And don't be afraid to ask for help.
Exactly.
People are all around.
And one thing again, please don't be squeezing your face when you're walking on the road. I think Africans do a whole lot. Like, you're not
squeeze your face.
You're not the only one with stress in this whole wide world.
So don't mind him. If you want to squeeze your face, squeeze your face.
One. Like, I see people like just have a very, very approachable like.
Do you have an approachable face?
I do. That's how people like me. Ask around town, they like me.
Ask around where? Who knows you? Nobody knows you in Ipswich. Anyway.
Ask about the tiger, they know me, but
bombastic side guy. Anyway, you guys, I believe that is the end. Yeah. I just really wanted to update you. This video should have come since, but so many things have been happening behind. So many things have been happening behind the scenes, and all right. Until we see you again.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.